Isn't it always awkward when we start streaming, like the first 30 seconds?
I know it is.
Like, I honestly always have a problem with, hey there, this is Luke from the Scoundrel's Cantina, and this is Todd, and we're doing some stupid shit today. I knew I
Usually,
should have put it on silent. Oh, actually, it's our stream. That's the notification for it.
well, at
Ironically,
least you're getting notifications.
no one else is. That is for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Ironically, my grandma watches us when we do something, and there's never a notification for it. Ironically.
That is what it is.
Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Maul Shadow Lord, and I'm happy to say I have nothing bad to say about the series, which is a miracle, to be honest. I'm very happy with that. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think it's a great show so far. A little bit. I don't know how to say this. It's a little bit refreshing, but at the same time, there's a few complaints I have about it, but still nothing too major. Still, I love it nonetheless.
Yeah, it wasn't even unexpected, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like the trailer had everything was fine with the trailer. I did a reaction to it about 2 months ago. I saw nothing bad with it, although I'm always optimistically, not even optimistically, I'm always cautious when it's Disney. But this time I was optimistically cautious about it because you never know what they're going to do. And usually, the Clone Wars animated style, for the most part, has had a positive run over the past decade.
Although
Usually,
I have
yeah,
noticed some of the backgrounds they use in the show are kind of too rushed. It's like they're drawn with hand, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
We'll get to it in a
The
minute, but there's one scene specifically in episode 9, if I remember correctly, and you can like see the brushstrokes and everything in the background. It's pretty rushed, but still, I like the style. It's just it could be a little bit more refined.
Definitely, they kind of changed the art style of it a bit. It doesn't look like full CGI animation as it used to. Now it seems like it's kind of painted. They're kind of using a painted art style.
Yeah, it's like Puss in Boots, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely reminds me of, yeah, Puss in Boots. Although for Puss in Boots, it really worked and it was an awesome movie. Although here, I kind of am not really that much of a fan how the lightsabers look. For example, yeah, they look very fiery when they swing them. You
Yeah,
can see
a little
like the
bit
beam.
unstable.
Yeah, they look unstable, although it's just the swing of it, how fast it is. I think they should have just kept it the way the animation as it was with the Bad Batch or Tales of the Jedi. To be honest,
Yeah.
that
Well, the
looks
thing is,
incredibly clean.
I
Yeah,
thought that only a Maul Saber was going to be like that, but when I saw the Jedi Saber as well and the Inquisitors, then it's pretty much their own style, I guess.
yeah. The thing is, when you pay close attention, you can even see it with the blue lightsabers of the Jedi. The
Yeah,
difference is it's much easier to see it with the red one.
of
Red is
course.
usually like easier to notice, especially in the dark. Like ironically, even the deep sea creatures in the Marianas Trench use infrared light because it's actually no. In that case, it's harder to it's not that visible to predators. Sorry, I kind of mixed it up. But for some reason, the red is very visible here.
Hmm. Well, the thing is, like, we've recorded lightsabers before, and we know red is really good on camera.
Definitely, definitely. Although to be honest, on camera, almost every single color looks very good, except for the normal blue. The blue has like the worst visual effect when you record it on camera regarding the lightsabers that we have and that we sell. But all the rest look phenomenal. They basically look like you're actually using special effects and CGI. That's how the camera catches it. Although, from what I've noticed, when they have those professional cameras for actually making movies, you can actually see it as it is. Well, when we record it over the phone or something, it seems like you're using a special effect for it. It simply can't capture the reality of the lightsaber for some reason.
Yeah, but still, Out of all the colors, I think the red looks the best when you're recording it.
Yeah. Actually, before we begin going through the Maul stuff, since we're already on the topic of lightsabers and how they look in the animation of Maul, I might as well one more time. I might as well show something off on stream, which we recorded about. I think was it 2 years ago when we did the Darth Nihilus duel, the
Possibly.
live action one, me and you.
Has it really been 2 years?
I think it's been in 2024 and we still haven't managed to release it.
Damn, son.
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna find it.
Time does fly. That's for sure.
Can't remember where I put it for some reason. Oh yeah, it's in the Passion Projects one. Yeah. Okay.
How's that we call it these days?
Yeah, it is actually. Okay, it's on screen.
All right, let's see it. Here we go.
Okay. So basically, we made this 2 years ago. It's I was actually holding the camera in my hand and dueling with the other while Todd is in the Darth Nihilus costume, and we made a short choreography. So here it is before we go on. So yeah, that's basically it on that. That's how it turns out when you record over your phone with a basic camera. But when you have a professional one, you can see the actual, as you can see behind me, you can see the blade and everything on a professional camera. Hello there. Our Sim the Despot is basically been here for a decade. Nice to see you, mate.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
you like this costume? Well, the thing is, I'm actually going to be making a newer version of Darth Nihilus this year. That's my goal when I finish all the medieval stuff. But yeah, I have found the new material, which is really nice. It's a lot better than the old one, and I have a plan on how to pull it off even better. I'm going to use like hands from a gambeson, so it's going to be padded, and it's going to look a lot better than what I have now. I just have to have the time to get on the machine and actually sew it.
interestingly enough, ever since the Rogue One premiere, he went as Darth Nihilus and I went as a Jedi Temple Guard, and that was 10 years ago. Fuck. That was
Yeah,
10
Rogue One
years
was
ago.
10 years ago.
I literally can't believe it. Like, it was so good then. Like, ironically, one of the best experiences we ever had going to the cinema was for Rogue One, and one of the worst was for The Force Awakens. A year apart.
Well. It's
And the
almost
thing is,
poetic.
I haven't actually put on my Jedi Temple Guard costume for 10 years now. Like, ever since then.
It
What
could
are we
use
gonna
some
do?
fixing though.
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
this year we're gonna fix it all up and actually make something out of it. It's about time.
It is
Anyway,
indeed. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Maul show.
yeah, let's go ahead.
What do you want to go over first? Do you want to
General
go?
thoughts. Give me a. How would you rate it out of 10?
Shit, now you got me. Probably a 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah, I think
it's the thing is, like, I like the show, but the only exception I have is, other than the last episode, they don't really use Star Wars music, which is kind of sad because the music would pump things up even more. And I think,
that's actually the biggest criticism.
and I think they use the lightsabers a little bit too much, but that's pretty much it. Those are my complaints so far, and I'm not really sure where the story's going, but it would kind of suck if they made her into Darth Talon, because that would screw things up with the expanded universe timeline, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing is, it would be just a cheap knockoff at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
Honest.
So, what about you?
So, yeah, I actually agree. It is definitely a 7 or 8 out of 10. The biggest minus for me at first was so this is kind of an issue I have with generally with Disney Star Wars is they always make new music, and I get it. They probably don't want to pay John Williams or whatever, or, for using those themes or something like that. I have no idea, but for some reason, the Maul show had this ambience, this constant ambient music throughout, which was kind of not music, if you understand what I mean. And I could have imagined it had a lot of lightsaber duels, maybe too much for only 10 episodes. But if any of those duels actually utilized some of the epic scores from actual Star Wars themes, it would have elevated a lot of those things to something really epic. Like what I mean specifically is when we were growing up, like 15 years ago, we're 30 now, ironically. Movies used to have these like the best scene in the movie, which you would go back and rewatch on YouTube or whatever. What comes to mind is Transformers. Like the Michael Bay movies have a lot of issues and a lot of explosions. But for example, in Revenge of the Fallen, when Optimus Prime gets up and fights three Decepticons, including Megatron, that was epic. The score there was so good that you would go back and watch the scene. Now, the issue is uh, way too many duels which are not memorable at all anymore. Like even Rebels kind of spared the duels, and you would remember when the duel would happen with a certain character to some extent, at least.
Yeah, that's
And
true. That's true.
yeah, yeah. Although to be fair, the mall show probably takes place in like a week total, so they get a pass there. So it's all happening momentarily. Like every episode is following the other, so they kind of get a pass. There is too many duels, and it's just lightsabers hitting each other. Like nothing is. There's no substance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they go at each other and meet in the next episode pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, it doesn't feel special when you have too much of it. But if they added more Star Wars music, then you would actually remember some of them. Otherwise, like I don't even remember how many duels there are with the Inquisitors. There's like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 for like 10 episodes, maybe even more. And there's nothing memorable that I can grasp onto something. I don't even remember it, and I watched it all once. Don't remember all of them. That's the issue. Although when Vader came, I mean, of course it's Vader, but at the also it's the theme. They brought
Yeah,
the theme
that's
with
that's
them.
the only time they used the actual music. And to tell you the truth, like if they didn't, that would suck.
Definitely. Like for example, with Kenobi. Kenobi was freaking horrible when it comes to
Yeah.
that.
And now when we're on the topic of music, it's not only Maul Shadow Lord, it's actually pretty much all of the new stuff that Disney's pushing out. You don't really hear the music, you only hear the ambience. Like even in Star Wars The Force Awakens and in the sequels, like you know, the Resistance has have their theme, the Kylo Ren has his theme and whatnot.
Yeah, First Order has it.
And you
Has
kind of
theirs.
and you kind of memorize it, and it's memorable. It's fine. I mean, I like the music in the sequels, but
Yeah,
this is one thing that the new stuff is lacking. Like it's always ambience, and it's always like I don't
a lot
know.
of nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
A whole lot of nothing, basically, when it comes to music. And also,
It's
what I was gonna say is, what a time we live in when I can actually compliment the sequels for having great music. Like unbelievable. And they really do. The sequel trilogy has Star Wars music. John Williams did a phenomenal job. And the newer Star Wars series, most of them, not all of them, some of them are really good. Honestly, Maul was great. Andor was epic. Like even though the theme wasn't Star Wars ish at all, Andor really kicked ass. I really love their newly composed theme for Andor. Sometimes I even when I'm doing something around the house, I just put on the Andor theme. That's how good it is. But nonetheless, the sequel trilogy has great themes, ironically, and the newer Star Wars shows literally give you any theme, just not the Star Wars themes from the movies or even the Clone Wars show for some reason. They kind of
Yeah,
evaded.
it's missing that cheerful Star Wars music.
Yeah, we actually rewatched The Bad Batch last week when I was at your place,
We
the
did
first
indeed.
season,
Yeah, yeah.
and
It's
like that's the first time we watched it after originally watching The Bad Batch, and we had a great time actually. Like,
So what do you think about like when we were watching the Bad Batch? Like when did you like it more? When you were watching it the first time or the second time? Like when you all combine it together?
well, the thing is, we only watched season one, and I remember season one being quite good. I really enjoyed it back then. Like seeing Camino, seeing the Dark Times era actually start, the Great Jedi Purge is starting as well, the dawn of the Galactic Empire. Like for example, I remembered that the first episode was like a movie, and it was awesome. You get to see Order
Hmm.
66 from a different angle. Camino, I love that stuff. But the thing is, when you rewatch it fully, even the filler episodes don't feel so much as filler because you don't have to wait a week for them. You know,
Yeah, and
which just like when we watched Rebels.
that's exactly yeah. I was about to say that. That's exactly what happened with Rebels when we rewatched it entirely.
Yeah, we hated the filler episodes when we watched it for the first time, but when we rewatched all four seasons, we actually really enjoyed seasons 1 to 4 of Rebels as one big package. I really liked it even more that time actually.
Hmm.
And the same is happening with the Bad Batch in this case. The filler doesn't feel like filler when you can just step on the next episode after it.
Yeah, that's
And what I was
exactly
going to
right.
mention, remember the episode 14 of season 1 of the Bad Batch,
Uh,
when the TK troopers arrive for the first time.
oh yeah, 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 in Mount Tentis. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, actually, it wasn't Mount Tantus. It was
it was an Imperial complex. Yeah,
on the D something. Doesn't matter. Can't
does
remember. With Gregor and Scorch.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, Scorch happens to make a debut there. Well, the thing is, you can hear the Death Star theme in the background when they're fighting in the like
Yeah,
the Imperial
through the
hallways.
base. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it had that feel of it. It wasn't a complete copy, but it was there. And not to mention the Camino theme when they're going to Camino, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When they're landing on the platform and
that
everything.
was that sounded so good with the three Venators. I love that Camino theme. You know, it's so good.
I know, I know.
So yeah, that's something that the first 8 episodes, I guess, or 9 episodes of Maul is kind of missing. Like remind someone in the chat remind me if I'm mistaken. Was there a Darth Maul theme, a Duel of the Fates sounding theme in the first 9 episodes? I
I don't
know
think
for 10
I
there is
don't
the
think so.
Imperial theme. Let's see.
No, I don't think there was anything.
I think Disney needs to be careful with reusing music. I don't want them to redefine. Don't make like other TV shows with just the sad theme or the battle theme. I mean, sure, they're not supposed to give you the theme constantly, but I'd prefer something like Clone Wars had a lot of its own themes and Rebels as well. Kevin Kinner did a great job on those themes. They didn't rip off John Williams' themes, but it worked. And I'm not sure if he actually worked on the Bad Batch, but it still worked there. They should just do that. Like, especially since this is another Clone Wars style animation, like the ones there. Why not just do the same? The thing is, I don't like the. I'm not watching Blade Runner. You know, it's supposed to. What was I going to say? I don't like the ambience. The ambience is not music. It's just a whole lot of nothing in the background. That's basically my gripe with the first few episodes. Although when Vader came, thank God they actually used his theme because that really made that the music in Star Wars is something that elevates scenes more than anything when you look at it. Take out
Yeah,
the music,
just
you have nothing.
imagine just imagine Vader showing up and they play some shitty ambience. Like
Mhm.
nope. It would ruin the scene entirely.
Oh, when we're on that, when we're there, remember Kenobi? They outright refused to use anything.
Oh
They
yeah.
had,
Which made the show even worse, but it was bad already, so
yeah, I think the Kenobi show was dead on arrival, not because people were not excited, but because if Vader and Kenobi were going to meet, a lot of people were done immediately. because that was technically retconning something uh, already established. Because Vader and Obi-Wan are not supposed to meet once between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people hold to that. So yeah. Anyway, let's go on. I also don't get me wrong, guys. For those of you who are new, I really like the series, but let's get back to the screen. The droid. Just give me a sec. Yeah,
Here you go.
this droid is like freaking Starscream from Transformers. Kind of annoying at first, to be honest. That's what I got from it. And when I started watching the episode, what planet did you think that was on?
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say Coruscant, but
The thing is, I thought it was Coruscant for one reason only. Not because it's a city that looks like Coruscant, because of because of the police. I thought it was the Coruscant police, like in updated Imperial version of them, because they have the same colors as the ones from Jedi Survivor, which you haven't played yet, but you're gonna play it soon.
yeah. But I
And
have
the one,
replayed Fallen Order.
yeah, supposed to play Survivor, and they literally have the same colors in Coruscant. And I thought it was just like in the Imperial era, like an updated version of the police there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was Coruscant until they said Janix or whatever it's called. Actually,
Yeah.
this scene was good. Got to be honest. What do you think about the crew of Maul? I didn't expect them to actually be so much of a. I mean, they were actual characters, not just some background thugs. In a way,
Yeah. Yeah. And they do hold out for pretty long.
yeah. The Zabrak brothers are quite badass, to be honest.
Especially now since we've seen the end of them.
Yeah,
They go out. They go out in a bang. That's for sure.
really. How did the first Zabrak bro go out? He actually saved Maul. Did they stab him or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
If I remember,
Sacrifice himself. Yeah.
and he fell like down the abyss or something.
Yeah.
Is that it? If I'm not mistaken.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
But the second bro, that was really badass. He got hit like 15 times with a blaster shot.
Yeah.
Threw those knives and then jumped into the acid and pulled like 3 TK troopers with him. That was badass.
Yeah, he's not going alone, that's for sure.
But the thing is, if he didn't die before that, that's such a bad way to go out into some
Yeah.
acid, and it's so bad.
No, the way they got rid of him was perfect, man.
Yeah, I turned out really liking them. I'm actually curious, where the hell did Maul find 2 Zabrak brothers willing to, have a Z5 rotary cannon and just.
Yeah.
This is quite a generic name for the first episode. The Dark Revenge.
The Dark Revenge. We shall have revenge.
Yeah. Oh no, it's my dog probably barking at a hedgehog. No, seriously, like every single day we go for a walk, there's like 4 or 5 hedgehogs in our way, and he hates them for some reason. He likes cats, but he hates the hedgehogs.
Mine are just sleeping right now.
I hope it's not too loud on the microphone.
It is what it is.
Okay, now we get to the Jedi. Just give me a sec to close the window. You go on.
No, let's take your time, man.
Okay.
Should be better.
I'm just gonna go out and say it since the beginning, since the first episode. I was expecting the Master to die at some point. Like that was gonna happen, definitely. Were you expecting it?
Yes, but not in a way that happened. Although it's kind of funny because that kind of behavior from Maul really nicely shows exactly the way he was in Rebels.
Yeah.
If you
Definitely.
remember the scene with Kanan where he just drops him out, like, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Try again. Yeah. When he pushes him out the airlock
Yes.
into the vacuum, like they have this alliance while Ezra is trying to do some stuff with the holocrons or whatever, and he just casually just pushes him out of the airlock like a true asshole. And the thing is, it kind of doesn't make much sense for him to do it while fighting Vader. Like they're obviously outmatched against Vader, and their survival is in question. And he just goes out and tries to get rid of the Jedi Master. Like he didn't think that Vader's going to come out after him right after.
No, I guess he's just doing two things at once.
Selfish asshole. That's basically Maul in a
He
nutshell.
wants to get rid of the Master so he can use the Padawan to whatever. We'll see that like in a year or something.
Remember in the first episode when they refused to steal food?
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing is the morals are good with the Jedi in this case.
Yeah.
That someone will help. It's like since we believe in God, it's like believing that do the right thing even though you're suffering, it's gonna pay off in the end. That's basically it. Like do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. That's kind of the mindset. But knowing it's the Dark Times era and they're hunted, it's not a wise thing to do since like you're being hunted, obviously, and you have nothing to eat. It's not a wise thing to do in that case when you look at it. And ironically, she gets screwed for it. So the Master was kind of right, but wasn't, because no one's going to actually help him. That's how the real world works for the most part, sadly.
The old ways are gone.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was surprised that they just let it go that easily. Like, yeah, go sleep in the prison cell for the night. Who cares?
Yeah.
Is there anything memorable from the previous episodes before we get to the Vader one? For you, at least.
No, I mean, they were dueling pretty much all the time, but
That's how it feels like.
None of those duels were like, they just have at each other and then just up until the next episode, pretty much. Until we get to the big part, of course. And still, even there, like, it's just...
Remember Nicodemus?
Oh, yeah.
Nicodemus. That's the name they used. Like Nicodemus from the Bible.
Yeah.
And this was an interesting concept, though. Is his name Vario, if I'm not mistaken? Like, knowing that Sam Witwer was in The Force Unleashed, this is an Alina crime lord with a suit similar to Kazan Paratus when you look at it.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of those things throughout the series when you look at it. Like, for example, when Maul is fighting against the Inquisitors in Episode 9, you can hear the Force push from The Force Unleashed. Like,
Yeah,
when he turns around and pushes them before jumping. And of course, there's the Walker thing he did. He didn't cut it through fully, right? Like Starkiller would. But it's almost there. That's basically the premise of it. And yeah, there's a lot of Force Unleashed stuff added.
And I think at one point he actually turns his lightsaber as like in an inverted stance like Starkiller as well.
Really? I didn't remember that one.
Yeah, he does. So that's also like a hint. Now, is that a hint or just, accidental? I'm not really sure. But still, it's a pretty nice touch.
Yeah. Okay, here are the Zabrak bros. Yeah, the action was quite solid when you look at it. Like, in almost every episode. I like that they didn't spare anyone for the most part. Like, Maul was pretty brutal with the lightsaber. So that's kind of a plus. It's not 18 plus when you look at it, but imagine if it was.
Yeah, like, the thing is, like, there's a little too much stabbing and slashing going around in Star Wars lately.
And no one dies from a lightsaber for the most part.
And no body parts flying off.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's why you installed the mod for cutting off limbs from Stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah, and Jedi Fallen Order, yeah. I got that in. It's perfect.
It's ironic that the Force Unleashed, like, shit,
Usually,
18 years ago had
usually,
that.
usually it works on stormtroopers the best, but it works on other species too. I think it works on the witches of Dathomir as well, if I'm not mistaken, and on the brothers.
Okay, now we're gonna. I want to move on to the 8th episode when Darth Maul is already wounded, if you remember.
uh, with the flashback, right?
Yeah. Although before we just want to mention this, and I think I said this like 20 times earlier, like throughout the streams or videos and everything. I absolutely despise this intro, like this crap. I really
Th-
fucking hate it.
this is Marvel 2.0.
Yeah, I from since the first time they showed that, I absolutely hated it. The music in the intro is so obviously Marvel inspired. It doesn't feel like Star Wars at all, at all. And every series has a different intro for the era where they just randomly add random characters' faces and helmets from different eras for some reason. Like for example, you had a droid face here from Star Wars Resistance. So it's so inconsistent, stupid, and Marvel-ish, and I absolutely hate that in every Star Wars series from Disney.
And then, of course, they spice it up with the colors going around the Star Wars logo.
Oh yeah, gotta make it gay and lame, of course, as per usual. Although it's not that in this case, but you know when it is.
Yeah. Usually, I just skip that intro, like go 4 or
Always,
5 times with the arrow.
always,
Just
always,
skip it.
absolutely hate that intro. Hate it, hate it. And you know what? I actually miss the Tom Kane intros, which we are never gonna hear that again in anything new they do. But I actually miss those. The last time we heard one was for the first Bad Batch episode.
Yeah.
Like
They
it's
do
the
it like
final.
they do it like a Clone Wars intro, and then it just gets darker and darker every time.
Yeah, and turns into the Bad Batch intro where the Clone Wars logo is getting burned up by the Bad Batch logo. I really like that. Like a final goodbye. Hopefully that man is better now. You know, he had a seizure or something like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But from what I see on his Facebook posts, Tom Kane is getting better, but he ain't voice acting anymore, sadly. But anyway,
Well, it's a good thing we can always go back to the Clone Wars and, hear his
yeah,
work.
yeah, the good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days. The
And
thing is, I've had a dream to make my own Clone Wars episode for a while in this animation style that we're using for with the Jedi Academy and movie duels things. I really want to make a Clone Wars episode of my own one day, but I don't want to use AI. By the way, for anyone watching, watch our newest video from yesterday. It's the first minute of our Scorch short film, which is up and coming. We still didn't finish editing everything, so we just released the first minute, basically in that style. The thing is, we're only using voice actors, no AI in that stuff, because it's ridiculous at this point, and we refuse to do it. So every single time it's a voice actor, and I would never like to use a copy of Tom Kane's voice.
yeah, the thing is, it kills someone else's work. You know.
Yeah, especially with that there.
Yeah. Like
Like for example,
somebody tried hard and made a perfect voice, and then you just use that. It's disgusting.
and by the way, Todd is actually voicing a Shard Heth.
Oh yes, I am.
So there's that.
And also in the one that Boba Fett and Vader fight, I'm voicing Vader as well.
Yeah, we
And
actually
that
used
actually
to-
turned out pretty nice, to tell you the truth. I think there's some lines that I have to repeat and kind of re-edit, but still, I think it sounds really nice.
And also we have a Slavic Jedi. It's from the we were supposed to release this for the Darth Maul show to max the views, but that ain't happening on the Scoundrels Cantina. We got to do it the hard way always. So
is what
we
it
didn't
is.
finish. We have a Maul animated fan film as well in the works. We actually recorded it like 3 years ago, like all the footage, and simply never had the time to edit it out. But the thing is, there is this Jedi, a Twi'lek Jedi with green skin, and basically a staff. It doesn't have a lightsaber, just like a staff. Like
Oh, this
Gandalf.
is the what's it called? This
Nameless.
is the comic. Yeah, this is the Nameless comic book where Darth Maul was beaten by that Jedi, and then he is inspired to create his double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah,
and then he
yeah,
goes on at the same Jedi pretty much to test it out.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's a pretty cool short story.
yeah, it's from Star Wars Tales. I think it's Star Wars Tales 9.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think it's 9. Uh, I'm not sure, but it's from Star Wars Tales from way, way back, 25 years ago. A short comic book. But the thing is, Todd's voicing a Jedi, and we're basically making up the voice as we go along, since we never see this character. We see him for the first time, and never again after
But
that.
the thing is, like, we know how the Twi'lek sounds, so whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
but this time
you
we
can
were
pull
thinking
something
of
off.
doing a Slavic type voice.
Well, they either have that or the French, so it all depends.
Yeah, we can take liberties, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Like to be fair, most of the Twi'leks, like for example, does Bib Fortuna ever sound French, or does he sound like a scoundrel?
Dewanawanga.
Like seriously.
No, he's a
That's probably
special
one of
kind
the.
of asshole.
You know that meme where like say this one sentence. Does it go like that? Like a girl says, "Say this one thing, and I'm yours." And he's like, "Dewanawanga." Do you want a wanga or whatever that is? Ridiculous. But yeah, it's a Slavic Twi'lek as far as we're concerned, because he has this ugly fucking face, so that's why it just
No,
suits him.
that's just the guy we chose for the job. He's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, this is how he goes out, if I'm not mistaken. There he is.
Oh yeah. He saves Maul and then he just pushes him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was expecting Marok to die here, since we know he's kind of undead in the Ahsoka show. But Ahsoka show is non-canon. Fuck that sequel crap, right? Who cares? He's in his prime here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I heard he's based off of the something from the Green Knight.
And interesting, I think he has the same ability as Cal Kestis in Jedi Fallen Order, like the sensibility.
Oh, the Force Echo.
Yeah.
Why we're on episode 8 is why I've put it here specifically. First off, it's to see this. Just give me a sec. This was really neat. Just gonna play it.
Oh yeah.
That was really nice, to be honest.
It was.
You know from who he learned that.
Just like his master.
Yeah, but the thing is, in this episode where Maul is kind of struggling with his memories or whatever, it seems like he really doesn't react to defeat well. He resorts to crying and being pissed off and angry and sad. It's kind of funny, to be honest. I was expecting more anger and rage instead of this, but what I liked about the episode is for a lot of these ambient background noises, you can hear Savage Opress's yell. That's I've watched Clone Wars so many times that I know specifically when they use some voices of it. When Savage Opress in the Clone Wars is fighting against the droids, when he betrays Dooku and Ventress on the Separatist dreadnought. Basically, when the droids are firing at him from all sides, he does a force repulse, and that yell has been used about 3 times in episode 8 of Maul. I don't know specifically where, but you can hear that. Yeah. Although when you look at it, a lot of yelling is added to the lightsaber sounds as well from Sam Witwer. So there's that. I really enjoy that. And of course, we have the flashbacks, so we never actually got to see before. So we're just gonna find it here. Young Maul, for example, as you can see.
Before he got tattooed by cities.
The Sith tattoos. Let's see what else we have here. Really neat episodes. I actually enjoyed it more than the other ones because it wasn't purely just action. There was a bit too much action, but what are you going to do? The Creeping Fear. Really should work on those names for the episodes for the most part.
I might as well just skip it.
But look at this. The color grading looks phenomenal for the most part. Just look at the contrast in the colors.
Yeah,
I really like how
looks
that
better
turned
than
out.
ever.
The Clone Wars animation still to this day holds up. Although, look at the backgrounds, for example. It's like it was water painted
Yeah.
on. But like, look at this. It looks really weird in a way.
You'll get to see that, as I was saying in the beginning of the stream. There's one specific place that I remember seeing it
Is
really
it
off.
episode 10 or 9?
No, it's episode 9, minute 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get to see it when it's like a shot of the city.
Before we go on to that, let's see these few flashbacks with Savage and Maul. You know what's
this is when
interesting?
he's taken away from Savage.
From the Night Sisters. What's interesting about it is Sidious is there, and I wouldn't expect Sidious to just take an insult where Savage is yelling that he's whatever he is.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird if it happened that way, because why would Sidious take an insult from some youngling Zabrak and not kick his ass in some way, choking or anything, since he obviously can?
I guess he just doesn't care.
Probably because of the Night Sisters, because of Talzin, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously has some kind of alliance with them, so that's why. I answered my own question, damn it. What else? Oh yeah, the training was neat.
And also, this is one of the rare occasions you can see Sidious use his lightsaber, which is really nice.
Although that was a pathetic attempt to attack Sidious. Although, to be honest...
that's why you got the lightning.
Although, to be fair, you'd expect the lightning anyway from him.
Yeah. This is exactly how Count Dooku trained Savage.
Exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Although I'm guessing Sidious has far less empathy, actually doesn't have it at all, doesn't give a shit. He just has the goal. But Dooku he's a weird type of Sith. He isn't especially evil when you look at it. He has a goal, but isn't evil for the sake of being evil. I mean, even Sidious isn't, but actually he is kind of. When you look at it. I'm just thinking through their motives. But yeah, that's his personality for sure. Cool to see Maul in a young Maul, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, then they completely reused these scenes.
Oh yeah, from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, just change it up a bit. Must have been cool. Oh yeah, there's that one. Honestly, this is one of the best Clone Wars episodes ever. Like that duel is memorable.
Oh yeah.
That is one of the most memorable duels in animation history, if you ask me, because, and that's my issue with too many duels in the Maul series, because they don't feel special at all, and I already forgotten all about them. That's the problem, except for the Vader one and maybe the one with the Inquisitors before it, when they're jumping over the acid thing or whatever. But this was a duel to be remembered. Like, first time you see Sidious wielding 2 lightsabers, Maul being terrified. Basically, when you look at it, the music is what elevates the duel. The stakes are what elevate the duel, because when it came out, you don't know what's going to happen to Maul. You don't know what's going to happen to Savage, as opposed to watching Maul Shadow Lord, where we know that Maul has to live till Star Wars Rebels. So he literally has to survive.
Yeah, we didn't have Rebels back then, so...
And the other stupid thing is, we know that Marok, actually, we know that Marok can die because he's sort of undead in Ahsoka. Ignore that crap.
But then again, like, do we really know that he dies here, or like
we don't? But the thing is, the possibilities open only for him. Sort of.
That's true. Yeah.
Sort of, kind of like
the other guy can't die because we know Ahsoka.
Yeah, the other guy can't die, so that's an issue. Vader can't die, obviously. Maul can't die, and we know that the Padawan Devon is not going to die, and it was already obvious since the first episode that the Jedi Master is he's gonna get off eventually. Like that was expected.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So there's that, and that's the difference. Like when we watch this episode, when Sidious kills Savage,
And also, not only does he kill him, he laughs at Maul's face while he's doing it.
oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of emotion, and the thing is, you don't know what's gonna happen, so you can lose both Maul and Savage in that episode. And it's Sidious for the first time choking his Mandalorian guards. That was badass. You have the Darth Sidious theme in the background, the Sith theme. That really elevates the scene. And you see the fear in Maul for the first time. Like he was really afraid. So, and not to mention, like even when the duel starts, you have Sidious, spawning two lightsabers in both his hands out of nowhere for the first time, laughing like a puppet master, while you already saw Darth Maul being terrified of him and bowing down to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when Sidious starts dueling, you see his chaotic lightsaber style of dueling where he's destroying the ground beneath him. That was so fucking good. As opposed to random just hitting lightsabers against the lightsabers every other episode. That's why
and not having music to accompany that.
Yes, the music was missing. Just bring back the Clone Wars music. If they don't want to use the John Williams stuff, fair enough. Use it sometimes, tidbits. But if you want to use the music, at least give us some Clone Wars stuff. But although this was the perfect mix when Sidious took him out, that was so good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember to this day how excited I was when I watched that for the first time. That was so damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he kills his brother. You know what's interesting? When we're already on this topic, how Maul and General Darksiders have this obsession with being the master.
Use my knowledge.
Use my knowledge, I beg you. That's like a line that's not even in Star Wars, but it's what Palpatine says in Episode 3, but it feels like something Maul would say in this way. With
he actually did say it in the final episode.
He said a similar thing, like use my something. But
he likes saying it nonetheless, man. I don't.
Yeah, but it just sounds like Maul would also say what Palpatine says: "Use my knowledge." Okay, we have a lot of new comments which we didn't even see. May the force be with you too.
Yeah.
Hello there.
There I say, Revenge of the Fifth.
My only complaint is the episodes are too short. That's always a complaint, to be honest.
Yeah, and they kind of recorded that to like when it's gonna end. Like every time I move my mouse, I know exactly when it's gonna end.
Definitely, and that's a good complaint to have. To be fair,
yeah,
that's a good one.
And now that I think of it, the new Mandalorian movie's gonna feel probably like 2 episodes combined together.
Yeah. I actually every time I do a reaction to a trailer, which no one watches, by the way, if you guys want to check it out, already released it a few months ago, like the reaction to the Mandalorian trailer, I always do this rant or just get into it as if I'm on stream instead of just reacting to the trailer. So I already went over that there. But the thing is, for the Mandalorian, there is literally no reason for it to exist as a movie. Like I already saw today, I actually saw they went through the numbers. They're actually expecting to have about 65 million in the box office for the first week, which is like a even lower low than Solo. So the Mandalorian is flopping hard. And I'll tell you what, I'll go and support it. Like me and Todd, we're going to go on the 22nd and just watch it. Simply because I haven't been in the cinema for years. There's nothing to watch lately. There's literally nothing to watch. And I'm just going to go and watch it, try and enjoy it, and do my rant after when I see so many stupid decisions in it and fan pandering from Dave Filoni.
How do you think he got his ship back?
Somehow the Razor Crest returned.
Oh, here we go.
That would be my best guess. You don't need anything else. Somehow the Razor Crest returned.
Well, it worked before.
And you know why it returned? The Razor Crest is back because we need to sell more toys. Give it a yellow stripe and sell them.
Yeah, make a UCS out of it.
They actually did. Oh yeah, they can make another one with the yellow. Yeah, that's gonna fix it. Although I am kind of a hypocrite because look what I got here. Stop. Look at this. This arrived this morning. It's a dark saber, actually.
Hmm.
You can see it better now, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Although I actually made a post on the community post. Don't really buy official Lego stuff anymore, but when it's made, they have a lot of promos. So I get some of the things that I would have gotten last year, but I didn't. So I just waited for it to be cheaper and to get the promo set, which I'm just gonna lay aside and sell it one day probably. And I also got this one. The only reason why I bought what do you think about it? Huh?
No, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the New Republic X-wing. I already have the E-wing. Wait, what happened?
Here we are. Hold on.
Yeah, as you can see. So I got that thing simply because I know that in the EU they have the same thing as well. That's why. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about the Lego Mandalorian sets. I have no intention of buying the other stuff regarding that. Although, one last thing.
Oh, here she is.
Yeah, there she is. We were building her last week. It was so good. So yeah. Anyway, back to Maul. Shit, I want to get another one.
Make a whole fleet.
Definitely. Now we might as well move back to. I want to go to the second last episode. That was a banger.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. Let's go to the scene that you mentioned at 6.
Yeah, 607, I think.
607. Let's see.
Do it now, Lord Vader.
Is this it?
First you have to share it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
did we?
We took it out. Sorry.
Yeah, you closed the program. That's why it flopped. Okay,
here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Is this the shot?
Yes.
Oh yeah. The thing is, in some cases the painted animation looks nice, but this is just rough.
All right, play it for a second, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You see that? It is just way too rough, man.
Oh yeah, this one's rough.
Look at the roof on the left. How it's
No, actually, just look at this. Look at the Star Destroyer, for example. This is a still image. There are no lights in the engines or anything. This is a still image completely. I'm just going to play it now. Look,
I think what they're going for,
moving.
I think what they're going for is the painted backgrounds of the original movies.
Yeah, but the original movies didn't outright try to make it look painted. They literally tried to make it look as realistic as possible, while they just framed that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's really rough. Damn. One more time.
This is the one that caught my eye the most, I think. And also, I think when they're entering the garden, that's also one more that I've seen. But I could be wrong.
The thing is, I remember even back in the Clone Wars, when you look at the background, next to the characters or something, you can see kind of painted strokes in a way with the animation. And in the Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, even Rebels much less. Rebels felt kind of smooth quite a bit with the animation, Pixar in a way.
Yeah.
But now they're really focusing on it to be painted, kind of. And look at this. Just for anyone who's new, look at this. It's a still image.
Yeah, not only that, you can see the brushstrokes almost. See the light that's coming out of the...
So basically, the only animated part here is the gunship.
Yeah, the gunships, pretty much.
Well, everything else is just an image being moved from up to down. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much.
But shit, this one is really rough. Fuck.
Yeah, this is the one I've noticed.
The more I watch,
I'm pretty sure. The thing is, I'm pretty sure there's more like this, but
yeah, probably a lot
that
more.
Caught my eye. Yeah.
For example, when I play it,
Also, a
you can
little
see
bit,
the lights are completely still.
yeah.
Completely still, no flickering, anything. It's just go. Look. Although it's also an illusion when you look at it. Say they kind of cut corners, I guess.
It is what it is.
The thing is, it's not ugly, but it's not better than the Bad Batches one, in my opinion, or Tales of the Jedi, or Clone Wars Season
Yeah,
7. The animation there
I
was
think
peak.
in the Bad Batch, I think they refined the animation style from the Clone Wars.
A bit more, yeah. It looked really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Over here, for some reason, they updated it with this painted brush art style. And even when I have a 4K episode here, as I do, it looks kind of low res constantly. And you see that the most,
Kind of like it's blurry.
yeah, constantly kind of blurry. The edges of the characters as they're animated kind of looks blurry. There is no uh, straight line or whatever. However I'm gonna say it. Although for the most part it's fine, but like for example, look, Maul looks painted.
It's like they're using TAA anti-aliasing, like when you set it up in games and when it's all blurry.
Yeah, so here the blur effect when it's a focus on the character in front, the blur effect in the background, it looks very painted and not simply like a blur as it usually does with the animation, from what I can tell. Yeah, but we're just we're just arguing here about the look of it, not really the substance. To be fair.
Yeah, that's true. Still, I just wanted to point it out. That's the one scene that I've noticed.
Now, this was a good sequence. I really enjoyed this one. This was one of the more memorable fight scenes.
Yeah, I like how the Inquisitors just kind of rush in, makes it a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna
but
say,
but still, like like when they rush in, that's when the music should kick in, but nothing kicks in.
Actually, you know what kicks in? The Inquisitor has his own sound as he's running, like a scream type thing.
Yeah, that's true. But still, some music is missing.
Actually, we might as well find it right now. Let's go. Listen to this. So they turn on. Listen to this. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
the scream. That's her. That was kind of freaky, but cool.
Also, kind of a funny thing here is, they're struggling with this guy so much, and then Ahsoka comes in and just fucking,
Yeah, the power scales are completely off here.
Yeah,
that's like maybe the only issue when you look at the canon in general. When you look at Star Wars Rebels, Tales of the Jedi, Clone Wars, even the movies. Like let's just ignore Kenobi for the sake of it. Like fuck that. But let's just talk with the animation, for example.
Yeah,
it's kind of inconsistent because this Inquisitor is one shot by Ahsoka. Two Jedi and even Maul is unable to get him, although Maul was fighting against him and Marek at the same time. And then, for example, in the Rebels, Maul is called the Shadow, if you remember.
Yes.
He's called the Shadow by the Inquisitors. And so basically he has a reputation for killing him, I guess, since he has a Inquisitor's part of an Inquisitor's lightsaber, if you remember. So he's been known by the Inquisitors and has a reputation, although here he can't kill one, which Ahsoka one-shots. So that's more of a problem with Ahsoka, I guess, than Maul, because it's kind of too much, right?
Yeah.
Like too much Ahsoka stuff. Seriously. I like the character from the Clone Wars and Rebels, but regarding the other stuff, too much for my taste.
The thing is, like, even though Anakin trained Ahsoka, still, like, Maul shouldn't
Still, she's not the chosen one. She's a bit too, OP.
Yeah, that's true.
And what's the other scaling that's kind of off with them? Remind me. Like, let's say that this is the same Marek that Ahsoka fights in her own series, even though it's sequel crap, in my opinion. But let's just say that she one-shot this Inquisitor, but kind of struggles against Marek for the most part. Like, it lasts quite a bit.
Yeah, it does.
And then the power scaling. Oh yeah, this one's neat. Uh, about 15 years prior to this series, Darth Maul is about to run over Anakin in episode 1.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And then Vader runs him over with a lightsaber.
Yeah, yeah. It's so weird. Like, it's 32 BBY, and this series is most definitely after 18 BBY because the TK Troopers arrive into mainstream use after 18 BBY, so basically a year after Revenge of the Sith. And between Revenge of the Sith and Episode 1, there's 13 years. Wait, yeah, 13 years. So let's add 2 more, 15 years. Let's say the series is 15 years since they didn't really release exactly the date. It could be 16, 17, 18. But let's say 15 or 16 years. 15 or 16 years ago, Vader was a kid and Maul was going to run him over in the desert. And now, both Maul and 2 Jedi can't do shit. It's kind of weird.
Well, if only Qui-Gon didn't say Anakin drop.
Yeah.
Man, these TK troopers look really nice.
Definitely. I like the
transitioning stage between the stormtroopers and the clone troopers.
Yeah, definitely. Although I always remember
one of the first times we actually see that is in Force Unleashed when Vader comes gets to Kashyyyk.
Mm-hmm.
You got that like in between phase of clone trooper and stormtrooper as well.
I think they're canonically called the Kashyyyk troopers for some reason, or Kashyyyk stormtroopers. That's what they call them.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, because just give me a sec. Kashyyyk stormtrooper. They don't even call them that. Like, there is no wiki page for them.
Yeah, it's just Force Unleashed.
It's just what the community calls them. The Force Unleashed.
Because that's the only time you see him, pretty much.
So basically, the main difference is he has a almost regular Stormtrooper helmet, although has a visor more similar to my phone was ringing, to a Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Mm-hmm. From what I can tell, yeah, and the visor is one part instead of 2.
Yeah, but you can still see the body armor transitioning stormtroopers, but they're still using the DC-15S.
And ironically, in the same in the same game for a different type of for a console. My grandma's calling me while I'm streaming. So, ironically, for the Force Unleashed game for PSP or something like that, you have Trident Squad, which is with Vader, which is canonically alongside these Kashyyyk stormtroopers in the Force Unleashed, which is also another iteration of the transition between Phase 2 and Phase 3 armor. And you basically, in the Force Unleashed, you get 2 types of transitioning armors between Phase 2 and stormtroopers, which is kind of cool. And now we have the third one. Honestly, I consider all 3 canon, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Although let's just say that the TK troopers are the most used ones.
Indeed. Well, we all love our troopers.
TK troopers. Did I say ARC troopers?
TK troopers. Yeah, you did say it right. What I was saying is, like, we do love our troopers.
Oh yeah, that's why we made so many lore videos and lists of stormtrooper types. And
I always like seeing new troopers.
Oh, this guy got a headshot, if I remember.
This is the one thing I liked about not one thing, but like this is one of the things that I liked about the Mandalorians is seeing those new mortar troopers. That was pretty cool.
Oh, you mean the Mandalorian series?
Yeah.
The mortar trooper from season 2 on Tython on.
If you can call it Tython, man, we know what Tython looks like, and it's not.
It's actually a sad excuse for Tython, to be honest. What they did in the Mandalorian. Although
it should have been like in the Star Wars: The Old Republic game, the Jedi Temple, which
the valleys, the mountains, the Flesh Raiders. That was great.
The thing is, like, they have everything laid out in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and then they do that. which is like I don't know what that is, but it's not Tython.
Definitely not. The thing is, the Flesh Raiders were a great addition. It's like kind of Tusken Raiders, but in a different environment, and they have these junkyards of theirs. I really like that with Tython there. It really had personality quite a bit. But over here, you have a lot of nothing in Mandalorian with Tython. And even though the episode was fun because you see Boba Fett return for the first time, as he should, they made him, instead of Boba Fett, his Boba Fett.
Yeah, but still, like we get to see him use all the gadgets and stuff.
That was cool.
This is the Boba we should have got in the show. But instead of that, like, well, you know what we got.
Yeah, we got a lot of crap. Although, back to the Mortar Trooper, the yellow Stormtrooper from that episode. Yeah, that was a nice addition. What I noticed about him is he's a complete copy of the Flame Trooper from season 1 of The Mandalorian. And that Flame Trooper is a complete copy from I think it's called Flame Trooper from The Force Unleashed 1 on Kashyyyk when you're fighting against them as Starkiller.
Yeah.
They literally just copied the trooper type and put him in The Mandalorian, changed the name slightly. Although, if I remember in the lore, the Flame Trooper in The Force Unleashed, the one that they copied, they were actually these pyromaniacs, if I'm not mistaken. They were clones, right? Was that it?
If it was,
they were clones with this mutation, I guess, to be pyromaniacs and love fire and burning stuff, and they just put on some armor, and you have a battalion of idiots, of crazy people burning shit. That's what they did with them. Literally, I think that the lore says pyromaniacs, and that they were originally cloned to be fucking crazy.
So yeah, that's perfect.
Oh yeah, there it is. Trident Squad Stormtrooper from Force Unleashed. Yeah, definitely. And then the PC version has the Kashyyyk Stormtrooper, as they call him. I mean, in Battlefront 2005 campaign, Battle of Naboo mission takes place 18 BBY. Yeah, even the Mustafar mission and everything. Yeah, that if I remember correctly, that's how it goes. I remember playing that campaign for the first time when you're fighting against when stormtroopers are fighting against separatists, like on Mustafar, if you remember that. That was such a weird combo. I really like that in the OG Battlefront. They really gave you those mixes, and then they even gave you stormtroopers versus clone troopers on Camino.
Yeah,
what a great.
And also the prison riot on the Death Star.
Yeah. Then you have that. Such good.
When they were bored, so they just let out a whole block of rebels so they can shoot something.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how a TK trooper gets a headshot. There it is.
So the small guy's actually the one to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think they would have put this in Rebels. Definitely not the headshot.
It's really nice to see.
That was a direct shot in the eye. One more time.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Ooh, what a shot. Damn, that actually looks cool. I really like the design of this guy. The cape with the Imperial symbol is badass. Although Marok is like a medieval knight with his own cape that goes to one side. That would be such a badass cosplay, to be honest. And I really prefer when people do cosplays where you don't see their face. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just being mean, but when someone does the cosplay and you see their face, most of the time people don't look like the characters they're cosplaying, and just looks like, oh, so you're like we have Obi-Wan Kenobi at home. That's what we have. Or Obi-Wan from Tamu or something like that. So it's better when they have a helmet or something, when the cosplays work much better.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually why I chose a Jedi Temple Guard, because when they see my stupid fucking face, it just falls apart. Same with Darth Nihilus.
Yeah. Just doesn't work. Maybe if I paint my beard gray, then I could pass as that guy from Ahsoka series. What's it called?
Uh,
Man, I can't remember the
Balin?
name. Yeah, Balin.
Ironically, Balin is the best thing about the Ahsoka series, in my opinion. The flashback to Clone Wars was fun to watch, but when I look at it closer, it's just cheap tricks and nothing else. Nostalgia baits, member berries, crap. And even the cosplaying clone troopers in Phase 1 and Phase 2 armor kind of look clunky, in my opinion. I don't know.
That's just
Maybe
because
I'm.
you've never seen them in person. Like,
No, the thing is, there's
every
different
time you
standards. Like there's
every
different
time you see them
standards when
so
you know
far.
there's different standards when you know they put in millions of dollars, hundreds of millions into a series, and when a fan has a costume, so you're not going to judge the thing by the same standards at all. That's the issue.
Hmm.
And when you know that they like, if I'm not mistaken, they put in 280 million bucks into the fucking acolyte. Like, is this like a money laundering operation that they're having there or something? It's insane. The acolyte cost more than Revenge of the Sith. So that's why fans are usually harsh on them for bullshit like that. And honestly, they have every right to be.
Yeah,
But when someone makes their own armor, like, I'm not going to be picky about it at all, because good on you, mate. It's probably cost you $1,000 at least,
and all the effort.
and all the effort. Yeah. But yeah, when they do it, it's kind of for the most part it seems cheap. Like even Captain Rex in the Ahsoka series in the flashback was kind of, I don't know what to say. It all felt kind of cheap. People really enjoyed it for the first time. When you watch something for the first time, you're having fun while you're doing it, right? Like,
Yeah.
did you have fun when you were watching even Kenobi or Book of Boba Fett for the first time? And I'm guessing the reason why is because you don't know what to expect. The unexpected is the thing that uh, makes you watch it while you're just perceiving what is happening and just don't know what to expect. That's the thing that sticks you to the screen for the most part. But when you know what's going to happen, it's not that fun, because like we tried rewatching Book of Boba Fett. I got
Yeah,
fucking bored.
I think we stopped like mid-season.
Yeah, third episode couldn't go through it. It was so boring, so fucking boring.
look
And
how they massacred my boy.
yeah, definitely, Bob A. Feet.
Hmm.
They literally made Bob A. Feet instead of Boba Fett. And ironically, we rewatched Rebels, loved it. Rewatched the first season of Bad Batch last week, loved it again, even more than the first time. Tried
Yeah.
rewatching Book of Boba Fett, couldn't fucking finish it. And I'm guessing the same is going to happen when I try rewatching Ahsoka or what's left, Kenobi,
I'm
Mandalorian.
not gonna I'm not gonna watch Kenobi again. Fuck that.
Like that was so fucking painful to watch and annoying in every. I think there's like two scenes that I liked from the entire series. Everything else is like heresy for a OG Star Wars fan, in my opinion, at least. Kenobi was so bad. They should really stick to animation, because this really rocked. Is this the scene when the Star Scream droid goes?
Probably, yeah. When he's
Let's
skipping on the yeah, it is.
Let's see. Ah, fuck.
Good old VLC. Master.
Do you think it's right for Maul to be pissed about it?
Doesn't really suit him.
I mean, not pissed, but he has some affections. You can see it in his face.
Yeah. And then he gets angry and wants to kill him even more.
Yeah. Temuera Morrison deserves better. Yeah, definitely. I saw the interview with Star Wars Theory. Sad to see it, go that way. But you know what else I saw in the interview when he was talking to Temuera?
What?
I saw Gimli in the background giving autographs. Lucky bastards. All in like 20 meters behind him. Fuck, I would like to. I would like to meet him for sure.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, I think I started loving The Lord of the Rings more than almost anything in the past 5 years. Definitely. I think it's slightly better than Star Wars in my book, Lord of the Rings. And especially because of its deep spiritual meaning and everything. Like
Yeah.
the more I read about it, I have all the books. The more I get into it, like the themes are so well thought through that it's unreal.
And not
Tolkien
only
really
the books,
genius.
it's the letters as well.
Yeah, the letters as well. The relationship he had with that Tolkien had with C.S. Lewis. I guess we should do a separate stream for that stuff. I could talk about the Tolkien verse all day, like how
Indeed.
they left the walls of Gondor unmanned, and how they let evil come by not doing their job, their duty, the everyday stuff that you're supposed to do. Ironically, the thing that Gandalf talks about in The Hobbit, in that line when he says that Saruman believes that only great power can hold evil back, and that's not what he believes. That's basically what Tolkien believes at the end of the day, due to the way he wrote the Gondorians leaving their duties in guarding the walls of Mordor and everything. They literally abandoned the posts. That's why evil came in the end. But let's get back to Star Wars.
Yeah. And the Gate of Mordor is actually the Gate of Gondor.
For the most part, like for example, Minas Morgul used to be Minas Ithil. It used to be Gondorian, and it's not anymore. A whole lot of things there.
Minas Morgul is his lair.
A lot of flashy stuff. Although this
Yeah.
was one of the better duels.
It was, but there's still like, we've talked about it before.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I want to find the scene and play the sound on it where he does the force push, and you can hear the force unleashed, force push.
Oh, that's that. I think that's when he's fighting Vader. And not
that
here,
happens
actually.
also when he's fighting Vader. But oh, look at this! This is one of those. I'm just gonna have to be careful for the copyright. But look at this badass. Bro lost his brother, and then now he's gonna go kick ass. That's what we don't see enough with lightsabers. The way that Mando went out. But wait, isn't the Beskar supposed to do something, or is it just like Crapalorian armor?
Well,
I mean, look. Sure, the
but then
armor's here.
again, is it Beskar or is it like a different kind? You're never
Blastoid?
told.
Is
Yeah,
Blastoid like
that's
the
the thing.
Stormtrooper?
Like, it can be something else. Doesn't have to be Beskar.
The show had only one issue in my book. Which one, bro? Oh, it's Sci-Fi Unchained. Hello there. Which one? I'd like to hear it. The ever-present bookend nostalgia problem the classic Disney Star Wars suffers from. Yeah, I got you. The thing is, it feels kind of cheap to say that the series is great, even though I really enjoyed it. But it feels kind of cheap to just base that on a good duel or good showing of Vader at the end. It's like is all that Star Wars is some cool music. They gave us the Imperial theme then, and some cool action scenes with Vader and anyone else. Is that all that's needed? Because that is really shallow when you look at it. To be honest, I don't know. Is it just me? But I feel it. I don't want to like something just because it has a cool action scenes. I've seen all of them. Like I've seen them all at this point.
Yeah. The thing
So
is,
what is it that
it's always
actually
nice
elevates
that
it? Hmm?
it's always nice when you get those action scenes, but still, that's not what defines good.
Yeah, the thing is, this series is full of action scenes, and when I watched the first few episodes, I remember telling my bro Kyle the Outcast Katarn did a stream with him not long ago. Follow his channel or Instagram as well, so we're good with him quite a bit lately. I told him that my issue with generally watching stuff is I don't feel anything while I watched it. Like for example, the first 2 weeks first 4 episodes of Maul, I'm just like, I was planning on doing a review on them. And then I'm like, okay, the series is good. I have nothing bad to say about it.
But you
But
don't
I,
have to say
I
anything.
but
That's
I
the
have
thing.
nothing to say about it in general. Like,
Yeah.
look, I had fun watching it. I don't feel shit anymore. I'm so over Star Wars from way back, but it's not bad. It's I have nothing bad to say about it, except that the ambient music is just not music. That's what it lacks, but otherwise it's good, but I have nothing to say about it. So I just didn't do the videos at all. We saved this stream for the end. Sure, the last
But I think
episode here.
it's better this way because like it all fits into one stream or video, whatever.
True.
Because there's
This
nothing
is a better
really,
way, and
there's nothing
the
much to
last
talk
episode,
about.
yeah, the last episode gives you something to talk about. But that's my issue. That's what I told him then. Now I feel kind of differently. Like when you watch the whole thing all at once, it's like one story that stretches
Yeah,
out across
it's
one
like
week.
a one big movie pretty much.
Yeah,
So what, you got like 20 minutes of episode, that's 10 episodes, and yeah. Not even 20 though. You got to skip the, the intros and everything. But
yeah,
still,
yeah.
it's all one big movie pretty much the whole season. And
We
it
know
kind of
what
reminds me of Bad Batch as well, now that I think of it.
in what way.
Well, like for example, the season 1 was pretty much following their story.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't feel like filler at all for the
Yeah.
most part. When you
Yeah.
watch it all at once, it doesn't feel like filler at all. Even Rebels, which had plenty of filler for the 22 episodes per season, at least season 2, 3, and 4, even there, the filler episodes, except for the droid singing in space, that was ridiculous, gotta be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for that one, for that scene, like for the most part, you see all the details of the Rebel Alliance forming through the Rebel cells. And when you watch it all at once, it doesn't feel like filler. It feels like filler when we watched it back then when it was coming out and waiting each week for the next episode. That's when it felt like filler, definitely.
Yeah,
Because you gotta
because
wait for it and then you get some shitty droid singing.
yeah, I know. That's why we felt that way before. But now
Yeah,
when you watch it all in like one big package, it's perfect.
but the thing is, I really have this aversion to the live action stuff, except for Andor. I really fucking hate the live action Star Wars TV shows for the most part. Every single one of them except for Andor.
And not just the men, but
Yeah,
the women and the children
like
too.
I can tolerate some of them. Most people say they enjoyed the Mandalorian. To me, Mandalorian is just like making a whole season out of one Clone Wars episode into live action or 2 Clone Wars episodes. That's how much story there is in the Mandalorian, in my opinion. Same with Book of Boba Fett. Like I have no the Mandoverse, even though everyone was jerking off to it when it came out. If you remember how much everyone was hyped about the Mandalorian, the Mandalorian and Mandoverse is the worst thing to happen to Star Wars, even worse than the sequels, in my opinion, simply because because it cheapened Star Wars. Because when you can watch a 45 minute episode, aka movie of Star Wars at home every week, it cheapens everything. And Mandalorian opened the floodgates for that. Ever since we got Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, Acolyte, and only Andor was good out of all of that. Ridiculous how crap that was. Too much Star Wars isn't good for the franchise, in my opinion. We know what's going to happen to Maul, so there's really no stakes where he's concerned. So like many other great Star Wars character shows, he becomes purely transitional. Yeah, like the only characters that are allowed to die are the new ones from this series, and we know that they're going to have to go away in some way when this story comes to Rebels.
Yeah. And also I think it's going to connect with Solo
It has to. Yeah,
because of Dryden
it
Voss.
already does. It
Yeah,
already
yeah,
does, technically.
pretty much.
Okay,
And
let's see.
they probably give us like a member berry, and then they show off, like they animate the scene that Maul contacts that woman from Solo. I can't remember the name.
Kira.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but you know what I'm talking about. Like at the end of Solo. when he contacts her. They probably animate that and then, kind of let you know that they tie things up pretty much.
Yeah, true, Sci-Fi Unchained. Completely agree. We'll get an 8-episode show with a good character or two, then have to wait a year or two till we get them again for another 8 episodes. Yeah. Yeah, Dave Filoni has proven Dave Filoni, right? No. Lucasfilm or whatever. Yeah, they can't, literally. And the worst part is they actually take forever to make a second season. Like, seriously, guys, when Clone Wars was coming out, when they didn't have unlimited fucking technology like they do now, especially with all this crap coming out from Disney, they could literally put out 22 episodes a year, every single year, 22 episodes. And in my opinion, they were quite solid, especially for the time. You would never get a TV show for free like that on Cartoon Network that looks CGI animated. You only get that from George Lucas.
And not only that, it's not just 22 episodes. It's 22 episodes that consistently run at a,
at 22 episodes every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and now when you get like those 8 or 6 or whatever episodes that you get, the runtime of the episode is not the same. It never matches up.
Yeah, inconsistent run times of the episodes, inconsistent number of episodes per season, inconsistent years when the seasons come out. Like these days, I watched this zombie show from Netflix, All of Us Are Dead, 5 years ago, season 1. They announced a season 2 3 years ago, and it still hasn't come out. Seriously, it's gonna take from 2021 to 2027 to come out. Are they fucking serious? From season 1 to season 2 for 12 episodes. That's all you get. 12 fucking episodes.
Oh, but the special effects.
Oh, no one gives a fuck. That's the thing. Like I remember when I watched the original Star Trek series from the 90s. Actually, they're not technically original. The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. I watched that last year. 26 episodes per season. Every year they released a season of 26 episodes for seven years in a row. But today they are unable to put out a season of 8 episodes. Yes, they have dropped to 8 now. It used to be like 26, 22, 16, 13, 10 with the Game of Thrones. When Game of Thrones came, then the series really went for that 10 episode season. And now we've dropped to 8. And like, for example, look, Mandalorian's seasons have 8 episodes. Book of Boba Fett had 7 episodes. Kenobi had 6 episodes. And then sure, Ahsoka had 8, if I'm not mistaken.
In my opinion, it's good that Kenobi only had 6 because
I wish Kenobi didn't have any episodes. That would have been better.
That's exactly what I'm
saying.
They
should have just the only thing they should have made there from Kenobi was the fight between the training fight with Anakin and Obi-Wan, and that's all. I'd be fucking happy with only that.
Yeah.
Like give me the flashback and that's all.
Exactly. And now that you mentioned Star Trek, there's also one show that you have to watch that I've watched before.
Stargate.
And that is Stargate SG-1. Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
That's such a good show,
man. I live for the old school. Seriously, like this new crap is crap. And it's inconsistent and I fucking hate all of it, really. Like the OG stuff is simply the OG stuff. They really don't make him like that anymore. That's for sure.
Indeed.
But anyway, yeah, Maul was great, but now you're gonna probably wait for 3 years for season 2, sadly.
You think it's gonna be 3 years?
Nah, probably 2. Maybe 1, but like when you look at even the release dates of the Bad Batch, they were consistent with 16 episodes per season. Like I'll give that to them, but they needed like almost like a year and 8 months to release the next season after season 1. And then once again, almost 2 years. So basically, if I'm not mistaken, the Bad Batch finished last year. Was it in 2025, right? I'll check. But it started in 2021.
I'm not sure, man.
I'm just going to
check on that. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, 2024. Was it 2024? Okay, that was kind of actually consistent. So basically, if I remember correctly, it came out in 2021, finished in 2024. That's 3 years consistent for 3 seasons, but I remember the gap being much larger between season 1 and 2, and then it was probably much shorter for season 3. I take it. It felt
Yeah.
kind of long then for some reason, because some of the episodes came out like in August, and then the others you had to wait for them. They came out in like April or March, really inconsistent times. But when Clone Wars was coming out and Rebels, it was always starting at September.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single year, September, the season starts. The next one.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. This is what I wanted to see: the badass go out into the acid bog or whatever. I'm gonna have to pause it every few seconds not to get copyrighted, sadly. But let's see what happens.
No, you skip a little bit more.
Like, dude's alone. Look at that. Dude's freaking alone. And ironically, wasn't he or his brother the guys that went into the Pikes and like pretended to be Maul?
Yes.
And get shot down, and even take a few with them. That was like impressive for a random thug.
Yeah.
There he goes. Ouch. Yeah, have to pause it again, not to get copyrighted. Hate that. Fucking YouTube doesn't even allow you like 5 seconds of something anymore. Even the lore videos are in jeopardy at this point, where we edit like every 3 seconds.
He gets blasted like 3 times and still uses the knives. And like, but the way he goes out is perfect.
Wait! Look at this! Look at this!
Yeah.
The eye.
Yeah.
You got him in the eye.
Exactly.
No, I really like that. What a fucking badass.
And then this is the best part.
Yeah. Just gonna.
What a way to go. What a way to go, man.
That was one of the best ways to go. Like, I always like that scene.
I would say even better than his brother.
Yeah, although that was badass. Dude went in. If I remember correctly, his brother
he
went
went
out
in
like
to save Maul, like just as he was about to get executed.
Yeah, but he actually he went at the Inquisitor with a like Jace Malcolm would at a Sith, if you remember, like with a shoulder hit.
Yeah.
I think he like it's like what you have the ability with the trooper in Star Wars: The Old Republic when you can bash them when you run at them. That's what it looked like there.
It's like a melee attack, pretty much. And I think they threw that out of the game. Like all the best attacks that were dealing the best damage, I think they threw all those out of the game.
Yeah, they removed the Cyclone Slash for the Jedi Knight, I remember. Like when he jumps and spins and hits and stuff like that in Star Wars: The Old Republic for some reason. Let's go through this one more time.
But then again, that was like way back then. So maybe they added it back. I'm not sure. The thing is, like, I've installed the Old Republic and I just I couldn't start it.
Yeah,
I couldn't be bothered.
I love the Old Republic, but yeah, it's for some reason it's hard to get back into it. Too much new shit content. That's the problem with it. Like the base game for Star Wars: The Old Republic is peak with the 6 story. Is it 6? Is it 6 or 8? 8 storylines.
I think it's 8 storylines.
Yeah, that was peak. I never liked much of the expansions. The Revan one was fine. I liked the story, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
The Eternal Empire and Eternal Throne were good, and then everything after that, I'm not really a fan of.
And the thing is, I think they stopped voice acting at this point.
Yeah, they removed the. It's quite downgraded. Star Wars: The Old Republic, I think, for the past 3 years, doesn't have new voice lines, and you just read the dialogue because they can't afford the fucking sad state of the game. I honestly wish. I mean, it's only a matter of time when they're going to stop making anything for the game. It's been dead for a decade now. It's still playable, thank God. I'm really happy it's still there, but it feels dead.
I kind of have a feeling they're like in the near future, they're probably going to shut down support for the game,
You
just
know,
like
you
they
know
did
what's
for
interesting?
Battlefront
They
2.
actually they released a new expansion like 3 days ago for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Believe it or not,
Oh, did they now?
but you're not gonna get a cinematic this time.
Oh, no.
No fucking way. They're gonna waste money on that. They can't even give you character voice lines anymore. That's why. So that's kind of
No, people just don't play it, I guess.
yeah. And the thing is, I actually wish that someone just makes a private server for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like make a private server based on the base game when it was 2011. It was really hard. Like even if you did every single quest in Star Wars: The Old Republic, you still wouldn't have leveled up enough to beat the boss, and then you'd have to go and grind XP and killing mobs. That's what I was doing
Well,
back
either
then.
that or just do the heroic missions with other people.
If there is any other people.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. I think this is the scene. I'm gonna put the. We definitely want to hear it, right?
Mhm.
I think this is when he has the force push from the Force Unleashed sound effect. Hopefully,
Yeah, I think so. After the saber throw.
yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, that was nice. I really like that. It takes a lot to impress me these days. Like this, the flashy stuff of lightsaber battles is not enough anymore because it's just random hitting or whatever. It's cool, but it's not enough to impress me. But this was the part where I was like, "Oh, that's neat. That's really nice." Want to hear it one more time?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Again, right? One more time. I really like this. That's the one in the Force Unleashed when he's charging like this and goes straight.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly, that's like the base one. So freaking cool.
I have a feeling Sam were personally pushed for that.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Definitely. You know what's cool in the final episode as well, when Maul is fighting against Vader, when he is actually no, it's actually here. Sorry, I don't remember, or am I mixing it up? When he used Jarkai, when he divided the lightsabers.
Oh, I
That
think
was
he uses that what's it called against the Inquisitors and not Vader. Yeah, I think this is this is the scene.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, here we go.
Now he's gonna divide it definitely.
Yeah.
Just gonna have to wait a second because of the cool. It's like the also Star Wars Tales comic where a is it an apparition or a dark side entity looking like Maul or something like that when he fights Vader? You know that comic book from Star Wars Tales. The same line of comics as the one where we're making an animation of Darth Maul and
Oh yeah. Okay.
so basically it's the duel with Darth Maul and Darth Vader. Although it's not our original Maul, some dark side users conjure something, a lookalike or a clone of Maul. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he uses Jarkai there, and Vader eventually kills him by stabbing himself through the chest and stabbing Maul at the back, basically. You know what's interesting? Maul gets his ass kicked here by Vader, but in that comic book, Vader wasn't fast enough to kill Maul when he was using Jarkai. Although to be fair, that's based like 1 or 2 years before the Battle of Yavin. So Vader's not fully in his prime as he is over here. This is like 2-3 years after Revenge of the Sith. Great Jedi Purge, Dark Times era.
Yeah. I really like seeing Vader using force abilities, like lifting up the stones and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Star Wars Rebels when he lifts up all the stuff that falls onto him.
And
When they meet him for the first time. Oh yeah.
We might as well move on to the last one, I
As
guess.
he says in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it would be wise to surrender. Probably.
Oh, dude, this is it.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
This, yeah, I see what they did there. They're literally standing like Star Killer from Force Unleashed 2
Yeah.
with two of them. Cool, cool. A lot of, yeah. Oh, honestly, this kind of is a treat, especially for someone who absolutely played the shit out of Force Unleashed back in the day.
Hmm.
Like, definitely. Still holding it that way.
Thing is, I could install it right now, just because of these sounds that we heard and all that.
Mm.
And especially like if you're playing Force Unleashed these days, make sure to get the 60 FPS patch and throw that into the game files. It's going to be a much nicer experience.
Do you want to watch this one more time?
Yuanawanga.
No, it's not you. It's Dewanawanga.
I know what it is.
Dewanawanga. Okay.
Let's go.
That freaking sound, huh?
Hmm.
Sounded almost demonic.
Yeah.
Shit. But it suits him. Vader's a monster here. I mean, in general, when you look at it, even in the Vader comics and the Dark Times comics as well, he's a freaking monster when hunting Jedi.
Indeed.
I really didn't expect Rook Cass to be killed so fast. Like, I wasn't expecting her to die in this series yet, at least not in the first season. Although I suspected when they were running ahead of them that something was going to be waiting. I really wasn't expecting Vader in the freaking forest, to be honest, at all. Like, I knew I was spoiled thanks to YouTube and everything that Vader is going to appear, but I was expecting.
Oh yeah, this is the first thing I saw when I got up this morning. So I already spoiled it for myself before even watching the episode.
You literally said that in the most southern accent ever. For myself. For myself.
For myself.
For myself. Yeah, this is reeking of a copyright strike.
Indeed it is. Nice.
Yep, that's really badass.
At this point, it's just good to stop playing this.
Yeah, I should, but we're gonna get screwed by it, definitely.
I know we love watching it, but it is what it is.
Oh, fuck you. The thing is, I would actually love to do watch parties on things that I actually enjoy or things that I actually am positive about, like I was for this series for the most part. I'd really love to do that, but YouTube just really punishes the hell out of you.
Indeed.
Like, the only way to watch it would be for the audience not to even be able to see what we're watching, and we're just bullshit reacting to imaginary stuff that they can't see. It's ridiculous. But yeah, gotta protect the copyright. Fuck Disney. Last episode.
Yep. Now we get to the last one.
Dewanawanga.
Dewanawanga.
Iwanawanga. We got a Wanga here.
Oh, indeed, we did.
There
we go with.
Look at this. Look at this
bullshit intro.
Yeah. Okay, this one I agree with. Why the hell not? Sure. Ezra Bridger. Sure, I like Rebels. Star Wars Resistance droid. Why? Why the fuck is that here? So fucking random. Okay, this is Tech, Bad Batch. Okay, I get it. It's so animated series are getting like random.
Yeah, but it's still too random.
It's still too kind of random. You know what would be better? If they did trooper types by eras, like Phase 1, Phase 2, TK, Stormtrooper. You know.
Let's see what else they have for us.
This, I don't know why they put this random guy here. Which series is he supposed to represent? Star Wars Tales, Tales of the Empire, Star Wars Underworld, what the fuck? This is Asajj. No, this is Barris. Yeah, this is Barris's helmet. And then a random high singer from the Clone Wars, the droid bounty hunter. Like, it's so freaking random. I fucking hate these intros. I really hate them. And now we have Marok.
Which is the only fitting one here, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, and here's the one for this series. I don't know. It's just too random for my taste and too Marvel-like, and fuck this intro.
Yeah, might as well just skip it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, now we have the juicy part.
Indeed, we do. I like how Vader didn't even say a word. He's just having at him.
Yeah.
Do you think in the end Maul is going to figure out who Vader is?
I don't know. I think not. Or, like, if I remember correctly, in Star Wars Rebels on Malachor, I don't remember him even mentioning Vader in some way. They didn't directly meet there, but I don't even think it's relevant, to be honest. Like, what I think he meant by asking him who he is, like what he is if his Sidious's new apprentice. That's the thing. Is he Sith? Because the Inquisitors are not Sith. That's what I think the question was about. Not really who he was before or what he is now. That's the question, which he doesn't understand. So yeah.
Still was pretty cool nonetheless.
He really kicked his ass. Like, really. That was so casual, right?
Yeah.
Vader's like fighting one hand, and casually just hits him there. Unbelievable.
And you know what's funny? It's like when you're doing tap fights, usually you get hit with a sword there. Usually, like it's either the leg or the knee.
Did you get hit there when you were doing tap fights?
I got hit in the knee 3 times.
Get good.
Yeah. That's why I do archery most of the time. I kind of prefer from long distance.
That's why everyone hates you in Mordhau.
It is what it is, man.
They always want to kill the archer. The archer asshole.
Man, I love my longbow. Fuck that.
You want to share some medieval lore about what archers did after battles?
I will leave it for another video.
No, not do it. I think it's quite fitting and gruesome with what we're watching here.
Just go over the battlefield and go with a dagger and an axe and just type into people to finish the job.
I think this deserves. Was there a Force Unleashed sound here hidden in some way? You think?
Is it the Force choke or whatever?
Force push.
Oh.
Kind of. Not the main one.
But... The other place it's used at was when Maul was fighting Vader on the bridge.
We'll get to that one as well.
Yeah. But there's no need to play all the scenes like this.
Quite badass.
Indeed.
We haven't really streamed for a very long time, and I'm really enjoying this one. Like, I'm really enjoying it.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Better out than in, I always say.
Donkey. Okay. You remember the moment where Vader's fist just goes through the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Like a horror scare, like out of nowhere.
And it's so fitting for him to do that. Oh, and Vader got burned on the shoulder as well.
by the
Well,
Jedi Master.
yeah, the armor did. Well, not him, but yeah,
They really didn't do shit to him.
yeah,
But the thing is, you can see he's quite more maneuverable than he is in Rebels. I think, since he's definitely more in his prime here than then.
yeah. That's true.
Although even then, he's a freaking beast.
Hmm.
And
And
then
I think after the burn, he switches to both hands and just starts whacking at the master. He does that. He does that thing what Luke does to him in Episode 6 when he cuts
yeah,
off his hand.
although to be fair, Anakin does that to Dooku in Clone Wars, if you remember when
Oh
he
yeah,
in the Naboo battle when
yeah, yeah,
Obi
yeah.
Wan's pretending to be Reiko Hardin.
Hmm.
Like now,
Like father, like son. You know what they say.
this one, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. And he does that a lot in this episode, not just to Maul, but to the Jedi Master as well.
Have you noticed how many power attacks he has where he's literally I've noticed when he hits them, they react when as if Savage Opress hits them in the Clone Wars, if you remember. Like every time they would get hit, they would get pushed back with every hit almost.
Well, you
And
know
over
what they
here that
say.
happens quite a lot.
He's more machine now than man.
The thing is, we never really even put that aspect into it when talking about it. That Vader is mechanically
Enhanced.
superior. He's a cyborg. He's enhanced because we always talk about the force aspect that he's the most has the most force potential than any being in the galaxy, basically, as the chosen one, even though fallen.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he technically has superior strength even with his cyborg enhancements. Or the thing is, if they are enhancements, that is.
Hmm.
Because we know that Palpatine wanted to limit him in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to Force lightning. And if I'm not mistaken, Vader's in pain constantly in that
Yeah.
suit.
In that suit, yeah.
Okay, let's go next to the juicier parts. Oh, this was nice. I think we need a sound once again.
Well, either that or the copyright strike.
Okay, this is badass, but the animation looks kind of different, don't you think?
Hmm.
Like, look at this. It feels like a game cinematic in this shot and the next one, as if it's a downgrade in an animation, or maybe it's just the lighting. That
Yeah,
I
it's
felt like
either the lighting or the mist, but something's in the
it
works.
felt like a cinematic from Empire at War for some reason. Because if you remember, there's one where he's on the battlefield against the rebels,
Yeah,
and
I
it
remember
feels
that.
like that kind of animation style in this moment for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Still nice to see.
Although, if I remember correctly, the one for Empire at War was on like a green grass battlefield with the
Yeah,
AT walkers in the
yeah, it
back.
was. It was. Look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
it's a
definitely painted.
different. Yeah, it's painted. Yeah, it's a different kind of hyperspace.
Very weird. I would just prefer them not to fix something that's not broken.
Yeah, because we all know how hyperspace looks like, and then they change it up now.
Okay.
Did they use the same guy who voiced Voss in the movie, or did they
I'm
switch it
not
up?
sure. I
I'm
don't
not
think they
sure.
did. I don't think they used them. The voice is kind of different for the most part, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Just see. There it is. This is the one that we were talking about. I would actually really like to adapt that duel as well in the animation style, but I feel like doing too many duels with the engine that we're using for the animation would just unless we have some new smarter editing techniques, it would just feel repetitive, I believe. After the you guys haven't seen it, but we have a full duel edited and against Obi-Wan against Shard Heth, and we use a lot of techniques there, and we're really happy how the duel turned out for the game engine. But the thing is, you have only so much that you can actually do to make it feel unique every single time, which is why the music is the most important part of it. Definitely. That's
Oh
what we
yeah.
were talking about here. Like the animation that we did would be completely mediocre and nothing special if it wasn't for the sound effects and the music. That's what elevates the scenes.
Indeed.
Okay, let's move on.
I mean, so far, like when you combine it all together, the series was pretty much like a one big movie.
Yeah,
And I kind of hope that the second season is going to be the same. I kind of like the continuity they're keeping. You know,
yeah, just one
makes it
story.
easy to track. You don't have to,
Yeah, one single story just going at it.
Indeed.
Okay, we want to find the part where,
What with the force push?
yeah.
I think that's later on. Oh,
Not
that was
here,
a
huh?
push. Yeah, that was a push, but I'm
Let's
not
see.
sure.
Looking for some Force Unleashed Easter eggs. It's a classic push.
I think Vader has his sound, and then Maul has the Force Unleashed sound. Because every time Maul uses a push, that's the one. That's the one sound from Force Unleashed.
Okay, I really want to find it before we end it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be later on when only he and the Jedi Master are remaining on the bridge.
Oh, you think it's then?
When they
Although,
said,
didn't he push? Didn't both of them push Vader, and he just
Possibly.
like stood still, like went back just a bit?
They pushed him once in the forest, I'm pretty sure, and then they pushed him once again here. So not sure when that happens, but it happens. And then this time again, when you saw Vader's face, just about now,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you said on Empire at War. It looks exactly like it.
This here, there's the iconic. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Just gonna find it.
Yeah. Just skip the arrow.
You know what I've noticed? I've noticed that we used to do these streams for every single Bad Batch episode. And for some reason, because we dived really deeply into them, I really ended up enjoying them a lot. Like when I look back to it, going through a deep analysis of the episodes, I have fond memories of it,
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably going to be the same thing with this then, when you
Possibly.
dive deeply like this.
Yeah. But I don't think there's any need to go into one specific episode at the time.
Nah, no need for it.
Like
No time for it.
If the second season is the same as this one, which I'm hoping is not, I kind of have a feeling that it's missing some story instead of just lightsaber fights.
Yeah, the thing is, the issue is you already used Vader. What the hell are you going to do in the next season to make it better? That's like the problem.
Yeah.
Like, what on earth do you do? You're not going to bring.
And the thing is, the solution is not bringing more Vader into it.
Yeah,
definitely. you gotta have a good story,
and you gotta use Vader very carefully for this stuff, like
That's
extremely
exactly right.
carefully, because this worked well because Vader didn't say anything. You have to think about what he does, how he does it, how he moves, his demeanor in general, and this was done very well. Like without a single
not
word.
only that you have to watch out for the previous stuff that's put out there, like the Rebels and
Yeah. Of course, you have to watch continuity, but since this is Dave Filoni, I wouldn't be surprised if he walks all over Rebels. I would hate if they do it. Honestly, this is a series. It's kind of self-contained for the most part, and headcanon worthy, in my opinion. There's no reason to complicate things and retcon anything. So I would just prefer they keep the continuity. Actually, I would prefer that all the time, but it's modern Lucasfilm we're talking about. They're fucking retards for the most part. They really are. They're fucking retarded.
The thing is, like, not even they know what they put out.
Literally, they don't care. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Like they don't care about continuity ever, and
Like
that's like
we had that guy write the book, and then he changes up the colors of the troopers in the Bad Batch season 1,
yeah, yeah,
like in the
Bad
beginning
Batch. The
episode.
yeah, the
And not only
trooper
that, he
color
changes the way
it
it's written in
happened.
the book. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with yeah, yeah.
Like not during the night during like uh,
It's
ah
as
I can't speak.
it's as if he really wanted to have Kanan Jarrus in the first episode of the Bad Batch,
Uh-huh.
and that's why they completely changed it just to have Kanan there. That's like the
Mhm.
only reason they did
But
it.
then again, Kanan could have been around the campfire as well.
The thing is, they could have done it. No, they could have literally done it with any Jedi, but they chose to retcon something because Dave Filoni. I don't know what to say. Like, I really liked the guy back in the Clone Wars and Rebels days, but after that, he really pisses me off due to so many continuity errors because it's so blatant and he doesn't give a shit. And the thing is, you don't have a universe if you don't have continuity. You really don't. You really can't.
Yeah. And then you're just watching for the next thing, like when he's
Like,
gonna fuck up.
it's like you're watching completely separate things that look similar that are not in one universe, in one world, or in one timeline, and it doesn't make sense. And they're honestly, they're fucking retarded for that. It does them a disservice, and it's a disservice to people watching because you feel like an idiot when they just retcon something. Like imagine reading all those novels and books and comics and everything just for them to retcon it and say it's not, it isn't important. It's like a huge middle finger to people reading it and even caring in the first place.
Yeah,
That's like the biggest
That's
issue.
true.
It's the middle finger at the end of the day.
Because
So
then it turns out people just wasted their time.
yeah, yeah, you're idiots for reading our books. So the way you solve that problem is you don't read Disney books, you don't read Disney comics.
And the thing is, then even the guy who wrote the book becomes an idiot
Yeah,
for
yeah,
writing it
of
in the
course.
first place because they're going to change it up in the end.
Ironically, the guy who wrote the Ahsoka novel, or I think it was a guy, or I'm not sure if female or male writer, doesn't matter. I think he was quite disappointed when he learned that they weren't going to go that way and simply retconned the way it happened. Like, for example, how Ahsoka killed the Inquisitor from this episode in Tales of the Jedi. It's a retcon from the Ahsoka novel for no reason at all. For a shitty one-off episode of Ahsoka being on a fucking farm. Like they really, you know what's interesting? It's interesting that when we're looking to make a fan animation, we go through the material. Like, for example, the Scorch thing that we released yesterday. By the way, anyone watching, please check it out. It's a sneak peek of our upcoming short film of Scorch. Like, you know what we did for that for before we decided to make that? So we want to make Scorch survive the Bad Batch when he falls at the end of
off the platform, yeah.
falls off the platform, gets shot, make him survive. After all, he has Katarn class armor. Nonetheless, I decided to do a flashback as he falls, a flashback of Order 66 in the intro itself of him and his brothers. Of course, I played Republic Commando. I know that Sev isn't. Is it Sev? Yeah, that Sev isn't present when that happens, and I simply check the lore of how it's supposed to work. Since I'm mixing the continuity with canon and EU, we know that Luminara Unduli is on Kashyyyk and gets shot down. She's healing clone troopers. I remember checking that piece of lore. She's healing them as Order 66 happens. And then since she's supposedly captured, I make the scene in that way that they aim at Luminara Unduli and start shooting, but you don't see her getting shot down in the scene because supposedly it's canon plus EU, so she's supposed to survive a bit longer and be sent to the prison on Stygian Prime, as we see in Rebels. You know, but the thing is, I checked the lore basically, even though it's headcanon mix between the two, to simply get it right. And I don't understand how they don't do it. I really don't understand. Is that so fucking complicated?
Yeah, and plus it's their job to check it.
Yeah, like for example, in the Nameless comic, it's called Nameless, Star Wars Nameless, about Darth Maul making his first lightsaber. The lightsaber that he has before he makes his double-bladed one from the Phantom Menace literally has the same hilt as Luke Skywalker's from Episode 6. So in the when we're animating it, we gave him we made a fan fiction intro to the short film where he's in Coruscant doing a random job with some crime syndicates, eliminating some crime bosses in the lower streets of Coruscant for Darth Sidious. So it's like a intro to the comic book to just give it a bit more, since it's 7 pages in total. And there, in continuity, Darth Maul is wielding the Luke Skywalker hilted lightsaber, and that's what we give him. It's really not that hard to keep the continuity at all, even though we added a scene that's not in the comic as an intro to the comic. It's really not that hard. Lucasfilm should. No, seriously, those guys are literally have a money laundering operation. It's either trying to push woke crap or it's money laundering or both at the end of the day. I don't know who they pay for this shit. No, seriously, it's not that hard. It really isn't. Yeah. And not to mention it's fun. It's fun getting the things right. It's fun getting the things right and expecting fans to notice it, that you paid attention to details like that. But they don't give a fuck. That's obvious. What can you do?
Against such reckless hate.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's 2 a.m. I'm going to have to be finishing up soon. And I'm guessing you're tired as well, huh?
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, different time zone really doesn't work well for us. We got... Is it here or something? This was cool.
Yeah, that.
Okay, Merrick's dead. That's how he gets to Ahsoka after that. Doubtful.
Is it though?
Nah, it's not. He's not.
Because a force push is nothing, as we've come to
literally.
know.
Except if you're Mace Windu.
And not only that,
Mace Windu went out
getting stabbed by lightsabers by Vader is nothing as well. Because
if you're a female black chick, potentially lesbian, then you're gonna survive definitely.
If you know,
if you're a female indigenous person of color, it doesn't work on you. That's how it goes basically. Twice.
But what about this alien guy? Do you think he's gonna make it?
Not indigenous enough.
Yeah. And what's up with Vader always stabbing people?
Yeah, I would expect a slash where he cuts the head off or cuts someone in half.
But then again, he stabs you in Force Unleashed as well. Maybe because he
from the back. Although the stab in the Force Unleashed made sense since it came from the back. That really, like, he was very close to him from the back, and that made sense. But this stab, he literally stabbed him here in the shoulder. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, and I don't think they actually show the moment he gets stabbed.
No, you just see him already being stabbed. Like, Vader stabs him and just holds it in. It's fucking
Let
weird.
It burn.
Maybe it's here or something.
Possibly.
Like
Together, we can do this.
Yeah, you can do this, sadly.
I like that he says we can do it together, and then he just separates them.
Yeah, easy.
Easy peasy.
Look at this. He comes in to help Maul for Vader not to overwhelm him, but Maul turns out to be an asshole once again.
Well, if you
there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the one. That's the Force push. That's more like the repo sound from the Force Unleashed, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one. One more time to hear it better.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
Love it.
Real nice. And I really like how it literally does nothing to Vader. It's as if his legs are magnetized to the ground all the time. They can't really force push Vader. And ironically, even in the games, like even when you fight against Vader in Jedi Survivor, you can't push shit there. In Force Unleashed, you can't push Vader. Like at all, almost. Actually, you can in some sense. But every time he blocks it and he just stays still, does nothing for the most part. So that's kind of consistent.
Yeah, that's true. I think the Force, when they push him, They push him even less than now.
Yeah, the three of them.
Yeah.
Oh, to be honest, for the first time since Clone Wars or Andor, let's say, I really kind of felt nervous when this was happening in the way it was going to happen because I knew this guy was toast. Definitely.
Hmm.
Like, I knew the Jedi Master wasn't going to survive, although I was expecting him to die like 5 episodes ago from a random Inquisitor. He seemed kind of weak.
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous watching this, knowing it's going to happen. I wasn't even spoiled, but I knew. So yeah, let's. Where's the? This was cool, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I guess that was an attempt at being Bastila Sean. Or Satele, actually, sorry.
Satele.
Yes, Satele does that.
Although she would hold it down, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
But Vader did it with one hand, which is even more impressive.
Definitely.
Most impressive.
Is this the scene where he betrays him? Yeah, it is. Look at this. Look at this fucking asshole.
Here we go.
Dick. Maul's a real dick.
Now we've seen that in Rebels, so nothing new.
So it looks like he's hesitating right now, right?
Yeah. Like, should I help him or should I just?
Should I just be Maul, Darth Small? Let's see without the without the claim. That was so fucking gay. That was so fucking gay. Look at him, dick.
Try again.
Yeah, same attitude from Rebels.
Like he barely got out of that alive, and then he just doing that.
Yeah,
things worse.
Dude's trying to get an apprentice while trying to survive at the same time. Real smart.
Multitasking.
This was the part which was the hardest to watch, in my opinion, because you knew it was going to come.
Oh, yeah.
This was the hottest part, at least for me. I felt it here, which I don't ever feel it, except for Andor when it came out. Yeah, he's fucked. Screwed.
Oh, this is when he gets angry. So up until now, he's been using single hand. And then when he gets burned, he starts using double hand.
Yeah. Is it me or we don't even hear him breathing while he's fighting?
Oh, we hear him, actually. I've paid attention to it.
Yeah, because we need to edit this thing with Vader, and it's quite hard getting the breathing right. You have like 50 sound effects just for Vader being there in the battle.
Well, the thing is, like, he was breathing normally up until the point he got hit. Then he starts breathing a little bit faster. But don't play it now during the stream. You can do it later on.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Ah, there it is.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that they don't show you the exact moment he gets stabbed.
Dude's like holding it in for a long time. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. Letting it burn nicely.
Shit.
But then again, he didn't get the heart. So...
Okay, gotta skip. This was actually sad, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing much to it. Oh, and also, what's he called? Lawson. Is that it?
Oh, the little guy?
This
or
guy.
The big guy. Oh, okay.
Do you think he's dead? I doubt it, but they want to make it seem
knowing
like
knowing the recent history of Star Wars and how they do things, I don't think he's dead.
Yeah. He's shot, but...
Yeah, he gets shot once in the shoulder, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Or twice, actually. But yeah, he's not dead, definitely. They're going to bring him back, some cybernetic arm, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes.
Possibly.
This was kind of clunky, to be honest, with Vader being hit. Look at this scene. Basically, all Maul's got is just pushing rocks. At the end of the day.
That is true.
Okay, that was cool. Is it me, or is the animation kind of game-ish here? First time I noticed it. It doesn't seem clean at all. It seems like a
It kind
cinematic
of
from
feels
2000.
the last two episodes kind of feel rushed when it comes to like, you know,
I don't know what it
either
is.
the
but-
backgrounds or like how they do the animations, but still.
Yeah, this really feels weird.
The
Like,
lightsaber fight is good. That's what I'm gonna say. But like when you look around a little bit, you know, you can see.
I mean, look at this.
These
This
certain
this
things.
is like a Force Unleashed cinematic from 2008. This is what it looks like. This specifically here. Look at the movements. Look at the throwing.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, this is cool, but it's weird. Is it anyone in the comments? Is it just me?
Yeah, it's not the usual Bad Batch / Clone Wars animation that we're used to, and not just animation, like the way the whole thing looks like.
This specific scene just feels like an old cinematic to me.
Yeah,
Very low
and
res.
for example, yeah, it doesn't feel drawn in this case.
Yeah, it feels like old CGI,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Warcraft 3 cinematic trailer.
It's like
from
they put everything
2002.
together really fast which maybe they did.
Like, for example, look at the textures when he throws the rock. Look at this. Look,
Mm-hmm.
really feels like old animation. Weird.
Yeah,
And not drawn here. Look at the lightsaber. It's not even fiery.
yeah, it just looks normal.
This was very Force Unleashed like. Cool. Oh, she wants more.
I want
try.
more.
But I know I shouldn't. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all there is to it, guys.
Pretty much. That's the
We
whole
covered
season.
quite a lot of
Oh,
things in 2 hours, and
Yeah. A whole lot of lightsaber fighting, no music, and well, pretty much like a full movie, which was really nice.
yeah, definitely.
I hope they add some more story into the second season, to tell you the truth. This is the
Yeah.
only thing that's like missing, that and a little bit more music.
I don't know. My biggest issue. I mean, it's not an issue. Like, I'm just thinking further away for it. Is that I don't know what are they gonna do in season 2 to make it. Of course, it's supposed to up the first season in some way, right?
Yeah.
So
Either
I don't
that
know
or
what
just
you're thinking.
finish it somehow. But then again,
Yeah.
it kind of feels like a waste if they finish it in season 2.
To be
Because-
honest, it's just a
because the-
filler series. We really
Yeah,
don't
like
need
the
this stuff.
the whole first season was just him escaping the planet.
To be honest, if Maul was smart, he never would have done half the things he did here. Like, he really didn't need the Empire on his ass, and he just did it that way. That's how I'm seeing it. And the Jedi got involved for no freaking reason, and they're screwed because they weren't smart as well. That's how it kind of feels like, story wise.
And now they're going to be nice and, you know, they're going to be hunted.
Yeah.
Until
One's
it's
already
killed.
done.
And
for
one's
them,
already
that's
done,
about it.
yeah. Although you never know then.
I don't know
Is
if it was seeing Vader was awesome. The duel was awesome. There's one thing I felt watching this is as if I've seen this before, in a good way, actually. Like this whole sequence where Vader is trying to kill Maul and the Jedi, even with the Inquisitors, it's like something from a dream. Like it's as if I've seen this before years ago, or like an association of the Dark Times era, like purging the Jedi Order. I don't know. Although there is one thing, though. I'll show you one thing.
You're probably thinking about the Rogue One hallway scene.
No, not really, not really. There is one image. Let me share screen. There is one image that comes to mind. This. See this image?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it on? Oh, it's on.
Yeah, it is. It is.
See this image? This is like what I always thought of when I saw Jedi Purge, for example. This is one of those main ones we all used for making war videos.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is one from Dark Times, the
Yeah.
Dark Horse comic. Yeah.
That and the dead stormtrooper beside Vader.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that's
Oh
one
no,
of
it's the Dead Jedi. It's actually from that same comic book.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cover for the comic book art, basically, with the 9 Jedi in the background, as you can see.
Nice.
But this was the epitome of Great Jedi Purge. And why I'm saying this is, I'll show you right now one single scene from the Maul series, and we're going to end up with that. Okay. Remember this scene, this image, and I think it's episode 2. Give me a sec to find it. We might as well share screen again. Give me a sec.
We shall see.
For some reason, it doesn't want to show it.
Soon the rebellion will be crushed.
I'm just going to try and find it. You know the sequence when when the gunship is on the roof, trying to get him.
I do, but I don't know where that is specifically.
I think it's maybe episode 3. I'm searching for it right now. It's literally like what the Dark Times era is for the most part. It's like reminiscent of the image I showed like a moment ago. Just gonna have to find it.
Yeah, the Jedi being hunted all over.
Yeah, but the thing is,
It's
you have the Jedi running, you have the stormtroopers firing, and you have the gunship following them.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually in the trailer. Ah, damn it. Can't find it. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. It's fine.
Next time. But it's basically Devon, the first time she opens her lightsaber in front of the Empire on the rooftop of their building, and they're like running away and they're firing at her from the gunship. So literally like the image there and the epitome of Great Jedi Purge. I really think the Maul series really captured that very well.
Mm-hmm.
It has that Dark Empire, Dark Times vibe completely done well. And the last sequence with Vader there is, I really feel like I dreamed of that and had that in my mind years ago before I ever saw this. It's weird. I don't know why.
Dare I
Like,
say a cherry on top?
Maybe it's from some comic book. I can't remember. Like a jungle temple and Vader coming in to slaughter some Jedi during the Purge. Gotta love it. Anyway, guys, I think this is it for today. This is it. We gotta go sleep. It's like 2:22 a.m. Really tired. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and joining us. And it's been a while since me and Todd have done this. I actually really enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
And want to get back to living through all of this stuff as we used to be regular on YouTube. Are not sadly anymore, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have yourself a good night or a good day.
And by the way,
in the next one.
By the way, if you guys want to buy a lightsaber, we have a promo code May 4th at cantinasabers.com to get 25% off of any order or any amount of lightsabers you want to order at that time. So 25% off on everything. Gonna last all month. Thank you guys for watching. May the Force be with you always, and God bless you.
You rebel scum.